So I'm driving home. Just did my workout. It was a legs workout, although arms are tacked on to this day too. And just want to mention, all Anytime Fitnesses are not the same. And anybody who's a member of Anytime Fitness knows this. If you can find a good Anytime Fitness, it's an awesome thing because you can go there anytime. And when you're traveling, you can go to other ones. But where I live in Whitewater, the Anytime Fitness that they have in Whitewater kind of sucks. It's too small, and it's got tons of treadmills for some reason, and just like one single squat rack. So if one guy is doing squats or anything in the squat rack, then everybody else has to wait for that guy. And so if you have 1 hour to work out, then so I guess you're gonna be, wasting part of that hour trying to figure out something to do while you wait for that guy to do his squat rack stuff. But I drove a little extra today. It's Christmas Eve, and I got up early and went to Jefferson, which is about 40 minutes from my house, 35 minutes depending. I drove a little slow because there was some ice on the roads. And I love that Anytime Fitness. That Anytime Fitness, not only do they have great equipment, they have all the stuff that you would need. There's one really good squat rack, but then there's like multiple pretty good squat racks that you can use if you need to. So if you're waiting for that one guy to do his good mornings in the squat rack or whatever, then you can go ahead and do your squats in a different squat rack, and you're still out of there in an hour and a half. I was an hour and a half today. Anyways, but another thing, so this reason I wanted to make this video is just to, if anybody ever happens to watch my videos, which usually it's just me, I watch my own videos over and over again. I think all my views are me. But the Anytime Fitness in Jefferson is better because of the members. For whatever reason, Jefferson has a lot of actually good weightlifting people. And I'm not talking about just the guys. It's not a bunch of meathead guys. They're there too. It's the ladies too. It's just so I hate to sound prejudiced against old people, but a lot of times health clubs in the morning really stink because there'll be a large group of old people who go to, I'm saying old as in probably retired, possibly living in a assisted living facility, but they'll go to the Anytime Fitness or whatever health club and socialize. And I like that. I mean, that's a great place to socialize after your workout, but when you're in the mode of working out, that's all the equipment is to be used. It's not your couch. You don't sit down on a bench, and there's only 4 or 5 benches in the average club. You don't sit down on a bench and start reading the news or something. I mean, if you're taking a little break between and it's not very busy, I mean, that's fine. I was sitting on a bench today, but a lot of times I go grab one of those step-up box things that they got, and I will set my water and my other coffee or whatever I'm drinking and my phone on one, and I'll sit on the other one, and I just drag them around with me every time I switch to a different exercise. I didn't do that today. Today I sat on a bench. It wasn't that busy. But my observation about the Jefferson Anytime Fitness, which I think is worth noting, is that there are a lot of people there who know how to work out. They have good form. They're doing good exercises. Some guys that are there actually have really good physiques, and I don't feel like I'm the biggest man that they've ever seen. And a lot of times when I go to Anytime Fitness, that's exactly how I feel. I think I took a wrong turn. I did take a wrong turn. That's okay. So anyways, yeah, and that's okay. I mean, it's fine, except for that people kind of stare at you when you're lifting really heavy weight. They're thinking, oh my God, is that guy gonna be okay? Does he need a spot? And by the way, I never, ever, ever, ever lift with a spotter. I haven't lifted with a spotter in several years because the last time that I spotted somebody, it was a really gross situation happened. Rather embarrassing. I standing over them, you know, like a good guy, you know, does. The guy asked me to spot him. I didn't even know the guy, and he asked me to spot him because that's kind of like what you do in the gym sometimes. But anyways, I'm standing over the guy, and they had safety, so this guy didn't need me to. I don't know what I was standing there for. Maybe I helped him get it off the hooks, but I mean, if you need help getting off the hooks, then maybe you need to lower the weight. But anyways, so he's in the midst of his squat. I think he's in the downward movement. It's obviously heavy for the guy. And what do I see but off the tip of my nose drops a droplet of sweat. A big one, must have traveled down between my eyes or something. And and it goes down into the guy's mouth. And I saw it. I don't know if he tasted it or felt it. He didn't ask me for another spot. But I mean, I was sweaty. I was working out. I wasn't there to, you know, win friends and influence people. I was there to you know, destroy some muscle. And so sometimes I get sweaty. I know I'm sweaty. Anyways, so yeah, so that experience has really set me off of spotting. You know, there's every health club I go to in my home, I have safeties, and I just use those. Oh, I'm on a tangent. I wanted to talk about the Jefferson Anytime Fitness. So, I don't know why Jefferson seems to have a lot of people who know what the hell they're doing, but it is really encouraging. I see, like, women. Today there was like 4 different women who didn't appear to know each other doing deadlifts. Actual deadlifts. One of them, she was there with her husband. She was doing heavy ass deadlifts. I mean, I think she was doing 225 for reps, and her form was better than mine. Oh my God. I hate to admit that I was looking at a woman, but I was looking at her from the side. I was looking to see if she was having hip slide, because I have hip slide when I'm doing deadlifts. It's something I'm working on with my coach. But this lady is just, you know, perfect. I mean, it looked like she looked like she could be in a video showing people how to do a deadlift. Very impressive, you know. And her husband, he's a big guy too, about my size actually. He goes over and he benched 315. I never see people put that third plate on ever. I'm the only one who does it. And every other Anytime Fitness I go to, I never see it. And I've seen it before at this Anytime Fitness. Not with that particular guy, different guy. But it's just, I don't know. It's Christmas Eve morning. I got a long drive back to my house, and I'll be cooking some prime rib today. I'm sure that I got all kinds of road noise because I'm driving home right now while I make this video. And but nobody watches my videos except for me, so this is kind of like a little journal to myself. And it's easier than writing it down. So that's it. I endorse the Jefferson Anytime Fitness for anybody who's a serious weightlifter or aspires to be one. So, Merry Christmas.